Mikäs täällä on?
Maybe in another lifetime, old bird. You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Ah,
gee,
thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Ah, leave it, will ya?
Sure. Boo-hoo.
Häiritsee, kun toi on peilikuva toi kuva, eikä Ja mitäs pitäis tehdä? Jätti viimeksi siihen, että piti mennä johonkin paikkaan.
On poliisilaitossa, olkaa.
Niin, se on Police Drive. Hop Dog, siellä käytiin Cigar-klubiin.
Tuolla oli joku tommonen
Midnight had passed.
ilmalasi juttu.
Niin, just että ne oli vain
We could only crawl along Shalva
Pääs
District's
käymään vaan
main
kerran.
street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks.
Hienoa toi
A place that makes the head hurt.
ipun kuva tuolla.
The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this.
Tää kuuluu sen noireen, että tai miten kuuluuko
I hoped
siihen.
we were too late for the show.
Väritellään
We had to be
tiettyjä asioita.
inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Boss Bird. Taas meni taas.
Honestly, I
Stork
think these
lady.
types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing. Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this
Mä
old
oon mennyt
rabbit,
monta kertaa.
I wouldn't be here today.
Pillurallia.
No,
I'll
näkee,
never
joo.
forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Lady, jos pystyy katsoa, Leviselle pystyy puhumaan.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure
Mikä
you
juttelet
already
tän
know.
kanssa tän...
You have no idea
Aikaisemmin.
Niitä pupu.
Joo,
Saaks...
sen
big admirer of your
antiloopin
work.
sieltä.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so the legendary
Niin, se on se alakerran tyyppi, tää kyllä asuu siellä.
Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're
Oh,
just
that's a
here
bad-
for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a
Aina ainakin tuota...
shame.
See you inside?
I have something
Jos pitää niin harvoin koskea hiireen, sitten...
pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then, catch you later, pal.
Oh,
fancy
look
car.
at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry. Whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. Huh. You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you. My city is on fire. This is it. It was on the flyer from Deborah. Maybe we'll get to hear it, if we're unlucky. From none other than our secret employer, Natasha Katsenko.
Ah, a job with benefits, huh?
Don't be tasteless.
Oh, I get it now. The title. Do you think it's about the Great Fire of Clawville?
Did you ever think of being a detective?
Ah, very funny.
Is it? Is it really?
No.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Cluck off, Sonny.
Klako. Tässä oli aikaisemmin tuo
Mä
Klako.
luulen, että se oli.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list?
Of course.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
New function, ask.
Voiko se nyt kysyä jotain?
Niin se taisi olla.
Look,
Oh,
I
man,
really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this line.
Coppers.
I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks
Tähän
like you
Marttu
for
rupeaa.
breakfast. And thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Jeez, look at that.
That's not a guy.
Samat tekstit uudestaan.
Just one more thing. This list of yours. Where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable
Dude.
gentleman. And
Lewis
also a
Hayworth
frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Meinaan aina pistää jogurttia kahviin.
Ne vois olla ihan hyvä. Laittaa.
Se on ehkä vähän semmoista
What can you tell me about the first lady of the
Dennis.
place, big guy?
ilosta.
You mean
Mitä
Miss
se sanoo
Natasha
Louisista?
Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point,
Meni vähän
pal.
ohitte, kun
Nothing you don't know
haastat
already, sir.
keskustelua.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Kysyt, että miten pääsin listalle, ja se sanoi, että te sitä
Yes,
tietää.
gentlemen.
Hey, big guy, what's your name again?
My name is Archibald, sir. Archibald Conway.
Ei ollut Ville eikä Bob.
Ei.
Bob?
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Archie, what? No way, that's not even a real name.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but my name is Archibald Conway, without any doubt. Blackjack Conway to my friends.
Well, thanks, Blackjack. It was a pleasure. We'll be on our way now.
You're not my friends.
Archibald.
Say,
Ei
big
lähtenyt
guy,
vieläkään.
is this your job? To stand in front of the club and keep out decent fellows like us all night?
Not entirely, monsieur. My employer has many other kinds of jobs for me. He is quite creative in his field, I must say.
Like?
Like what?
Exactly.
Sorry, monsieur. I'm not,
Permitted to say anything more about the matter. Regulations, yeah, I know. This bullshit just gave me a headache.
so sorry to hear that, sir.
Olisikohan siitä tiimalasipaikasta listalla?
Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis.
Mistä Timasi
And
paikassa?
he's got the
Täällä
whole
oli joku
Chicken
timalasi.
Police book series.
Vai oliko se
Damn his
kahvila
taste.
vaan?
Ai niin siitä.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Obliged.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong? Jeez, look.
No,
Sir, how'd you do?
nyt se tuli tohon.
Everything's fine, Mr. Ayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archilamont, sir.
And as for you,
No, se voi olla muu.
you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Olisikohan pitänyt pistää yksi suklaapalato?
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
On toi
Niin jo. Niinku ketun kanssa.
laama. Laamatara. Okei. Mikä haluat ottaa ekana?
Onks tossa... No, aloitetaan vaikka täältä vasemmalta.
A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
I recall you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure.
On yllärisade.
Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Do you see
Niin
that bottle,
lämmintä.
Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So,
we're confiscating it as evidence.
yeah. Well, more like stealing it.
Ei, saatiin
If it's
uusia
easier for
perunoita.
you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections.
Nyt Hebot pysty kysyä nyt jotain.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha
Hei,
tonight?
Brett.
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Kun se kahisee aika hyvin.
Don't be shy, Sonny. Just ask him for a drink.
Still talking to yourself, huh? Great. Hey, there's Fillmore.
Who? Oh, yes, Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together.
Aika
yes.
jännästi kyllä.
Mainly in Iveria, way before
Satama on
Clawville.
Se on niin harvinaista Suomessa, että sataa varsinkaan kesänä.
Sounds good.
Herra
Like the blurb of some
Mikä
cheap
tää
pulp
juttu
fiction
on?
book.
Yeah,
Hertsuma
it
repalla.
was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Sieltä taitaa tulla. Ei toi ollut Kätsenkko kyllä. Ei se voinut olla Kätsenkko, jos se oli... Tuohon se meni. Se on edelleen tältä puolelta.
She has pretty long legs.
Pysytään vaan.
Pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Oliks noilla vielä jotain muuta?
Just one more thing, Philmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
Welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
And your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if...
Pystyykö sille puhumaan?
this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try. I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now,
Wait,
all because
who?
of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child. A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh,
And it's
nothing. I read
used to.
it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
Se ei ottaisi enää se... Ei kun se oli toi, ei se ollut siis sama lady. Nää ei ollut edes...
Niillä ei voi, ne ei oo ketään.
henchman.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess.
Taas kyllä ihan
Molly?
hukahtaa.
Yep, our very first
Robinaa.
date.
I see.
Hmm.
What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. Nothing else.
You're a
Miksi me ei
clucking
olla käyty
poet.
leffassa?
I mean it.
treffeillä.
12 vuotta.
Niin.
Ne on kaikki eri.
Huh. Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait,
Chicken
who's that
bumps.
next to
Niin.
him?
Se on Goosebumps.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Huh. No shit.
No, mennäänpä sitten.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Luulen, että se oli mies.
Ei, sehän selkeästi nainen, kun se käveli sieltä.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Kyllä mä tiedän siis niinku tämmönen
Mitä se on suomeksi? Mikä se sana on?
järjestelmällinen tai tämmönen tarkka taito.
Niin, mut sille on semmonen niinku,
No,
se ei ole
sille-
määrätietoinen, mut joku sen tyylinen sana.
No,
Mut voi nyt kysellä asioita.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Sitä voi myös kuulustella.
mä kysyn ensin sitä näitä.
Joo.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, Detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, Detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, Detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
No, tuli tuplaklikkaus. Last question.
Niin.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny, huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Asiat on ylempi.
Mä sanoisin kans, joo.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Nyt en kyllä tiedä mikä noista.
Eli siis tällä hetkellä se mitä pitää tehdä on beat around the bush. Eli kysellä vähän
ympäri.
Niin, mä kysyisin ehkä are you and Natasha close? Tai sit se do a lot of time.
Are you and Natasha close?
What do you mean exactly, chicken?
Mr. Featherland, if you please. This could be important. How does she stand on the scale from sweetheart to wife?
Oh, you have some nerve. Ask her that. I'm a gentleman, Mr. Featherland.
Really?
Maybe you can't comprehend it, but I can't ask for her hand until she offers it to me herself.
How chivalrous.
Get to the point, detective.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Eli nyt ollaankin specific ja ruthless.
No en mä kyllä tiedä mikä näistä olisi.
Mä sanoisin, että toi vika on niistä ehkä niinku...
Se on vähän hyökkäävämpi.
Niin.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So,
Musa.
how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day,
nopsaammin
she
noi
had the
tekstit.
club in her name.
Sekä katsot, kun sä oot kelaamaan niinku
That is romantic.
hissillä ylöspäin, mutta
There are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
nyt ei enää vaihtoehtoja.
Sitten
Do
mennään
you
sinne.
live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
Pitää hommata itselleen
How
oma
often does she
viikonloppukämppä.
use the weekend house?
Ei.
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's
Ei
in
osaa
grave
kyllä oikein
danger,
arvella, että
yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
niin näyt pois, että
Sitten Natashasta.
niin, mä ajattelin, että oho. Okay.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh,
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Otetaan show ja sitten
No.
jatketaan toisella kerralla. Tää on siinä alussa tai katsinko. Wow. Was I afraid? Ei ollut. Nyt on niinku tuo kuva tuli tommonen.
Sonny. Sonny.
Haluat kissa ja kana ei välttämättä ole kaikkein paras pariskunta.
Voi olla.
And it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is
Siinä
cute.
vihreät silmät.
Oh.
Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting.
Go.
Before he comes
Go.
back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
Meni sinne jo.
She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Tähän voisi olla hyvä paikka lopettaa, että tämä jatketaan sitten toisella kerralla.
Yes.